everyone, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be doing another book haul for you. So I got a few new books recently. Some of them were from Christmas, but I've been on a book buying ban. That's why I didn't do a book haul in a while, but I'm off of my book ban, so I thought I'd show you guys some of the books that I got recently. And there were some books that I got for Christmas back in December, so yeah, I didn't feature in that book haul because that was filmed before Christmas, so I didn't show you guys what I got for Christmas. And there were some that I got because I got gift cards for Barnes & Noble or Amazon, and so yeah, basically that's basically it. I had two pile of books in the thumbnail, but then I was like, I just need to condense it to like 3 different piles. But yeah, let's get to the book haul. So the first book that I got, I actually forgot to show this in my last book haul, which is Night of the Raven, Dawn of the Dove by Reddy Malhotra. I'm sorry if I butchered this author's name, but this was from the Once Upon a Book Club for November, and I was curious about it, but I don't know much about this one. But what intrigued me is a historical fiction, but it took place in a medieval times in India, and that's all I know about it, so that kind of caught my interest. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this because it really caught my attention when I got it from my Once Upon a Book Club box. But yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up because it's something that's out of my comfort zone, but also intrigued me because it takes place in another country in a different time period. So the next book that I got is Shiver by Ali Reynolds. This is a book that I've already read, but I really enjoyed it so much that I wanted my own copy. This is basically a mystery thriller about our main character who is doing like a reunion with her friends and like in a skiing resort in France, but then they got snowed in, and then there was a murder that's going around. So yeah, but nobody knows what's going on or whatsoever. So yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I definitely recommend it to anybody who likes mysteries or thrillers. But yeah, I read this probably last year or 2 years ago, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm glad that I add this to my collection. And the next book that I got is The Grimrose Girls by Laura Paul. This is basically another book that I got from the library that I enjoyed it so much that I wanted my own copy. And I forgot to mention that both of these books are Christmas gifts from my parents, so thank you to my parents. So yeah, and this was basically a really interesting one too, because it's pretty much like Pretty Little Liars but with fairy tale characters, and that's all I'm going to say about it, just because they're like, even though the plot says a lot, but I don't want to say a lot when they're mysteries. And I do really find it interesting because it's almost like they're like in reality, but they don't know if they're in reality or not, or if they know if they're fairy tale characters or not. So that's kind of what I liked about it, is they're trying to figure out what's going on around in the school and all that. But yeah, I really enjoy this, and I can't wait to read the sequel when I get to it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this as much as the other book, like I mentioned, when I rent them from the library. And the next book that I got that is also a Christmas gift from my parents is Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. This is one of her famous books. This is part of the Wicked Villain series, and all I know about it is a Latin retelling with Jasmine and Jafar, and that's all I know about it. Like, if you guys don't know, I've had bad luck with one that is supposed to be like a romance between a main character and a villain, and I just hope it doesn't go downhill with this one, just because I've heard nothing but good things about this series, and I just want to give it a chance. So yeah, I do hope to enjoy this so I can read the other books in the series, because I know they had Peter Pan along the line with this series, and Beauty and the Beast retelling, so you guys know that those two are my favorites. So yeah, I do want to give this a chance, and hopefully I'll end up joining like other books that are similar to this that I had bad luck give me better luck. And the next book that I got as a Christmas present, and I just read this recently, is Capturing the Devil by Kerri Maniscalco, which is the last book in Stalking Jack the Ripper series. And if you haven't read Stalking Jack the Ripper series, it's about a girl named Audrey Rose who's basically been studying dead bodies and disguised herself as a boy to learn it from her uncle. But then there was a murder mystery, that a murder that was going around in her town and she wants to figure out who done it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this series. I really love this series. This is definitely one of my favorite book series, and I can't wait to read more books by her because I really love how she created the characters, and I just love, like, I feel like I'm there with the characters, and I'm just really can't wait to read more books by this author because I really enjoyed this series because of that. So yeah, I'm really happy that I finally finished the series, but I'm also really happy that I'm just definitely I found another favorite author, which I've been reading for a while, but yeah, I'm just really love the series and I highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't read it. So, and if you like historical fiction, I also, and murder mysteries, I do recommend it for that reason. So yeah, I'm really happy that I finished this series finally. And the next book that I got as a, one of the books that I got as a present from my mother-in-law is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Tuorden. I think that's how the author's last name is pronounced, and I apologize if I butchered it. But this is another murder mystery book that's been hyped for a while on BookTube, and I was one of the people that haven't read it yet, like a few years ago, so yeah. And basically this is about a woman who just relives her death, I think. That's all I know about it, but yeah, I'm just been really curious about it since I've heard some people talk about it in BookTube a few years ago, and I did want to give it a try. So yeah, I'm really glad that I have this in my hands, and hopefully I end up enjoying it because it's been catching my eye since it was talked about on BookTube a lot. But yeah, I do really want to give this a try, and because I really like mysteries so much, I've been wanting to add more mysteries to my TBR. And the next book that I got as a present from my mother-in-law is Get a Life, Holly Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is a very hyped book series about the Brown Sisters series, and this is basically about Chloe, who is chronically ill, and she just wants to live past that and just live a normal life, and that's what I know about it. And then she meets this motorcyclist, and that's all I know about it. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, and I know that it's one of the series that I've been wanting to try, especially adult romances, and I've been reading a lot of adult romances lately, so yeah, I'm just really excited to pick this up because I've heard nothing but good things about the series, and hopefully I'll enjoy this series so I could read the other two books in the series, because I've heard, like, take a hint, what's her name? What was the other sister's name? I am so bad at remembering, but I've heard that the second book is people's favorites from what I've heard, but yeah, I'm just really excited to pick this up whenever I can, especially when I've been wanting more adult romances on my TBR. And the next two books that I got as presents from my mother-in-law is A Deadly Education and The Last Graduate by Noemi Novik, which is the author of Brooded, which I really enjoyed. And all I know about is this is takes place in a magical school, and then you get a trial where you fight monsters and all of that. That's all I know about this series. I've heard mixed things about this series, but I'm just excited to pick it up either way, and I'm just really hope I enjoy this because I haven't read. I've read a few books that takes place in a magical school, but not like this. So yeah, I'm just excited to try it out because of that. So yeah, another series that I've been wanting to try, and I'm really excited to try this by the mixed reviews. And the next three books that I got recently is Renegades, Arch Enemies, and Supernova by Marissa Meyer. And I know I did own Renegades on hardcover, but since I want to read this series and I haven't got a chance to, I haven't gotten a hold of the hardcover edition, so I decided to get the box set and get all three books instead. And all I know about this series, it's basically superheroes, basically, and I just love Marissa Meyer's books, and I haven't read any of, haven't read her books in a while, so I've been trying to catch up on the books that I don't have that I want to read. So yeah, this is definitely a book series that I've heard nothing but good things about it when it first came out, and I do really want to read this series, and I just really miss Marissa Meyer's writing because she's one of my favorite authors. So yeah, I definitely want to catch up on getting her books, and hopefully end up enjoying this series as much as the Lunar Chronicles, and that's one of my favorite book series by her. So yeah, I'm just really hoping to catch up on this, start reading this series and catch up, because I really hope I enjoy the series because I do love books that feature superheroes. And the next book that I got is Monsters Born and Made by Nevi Tanvi Barwa. I'm sorry if I butchered the author's name, but all I know about this book is basically described as The Hunger Games by the fantasy world, and that's all I know about it. And it really caught my attention, and I really love this cover. It's so gorgeous, and also it's also gorgeous underneath the dust jacket. So yeah, I'm really excited to read it, and I do really hope I enjoy this. And it's like The Hunger Games, like I said. That's from when I've heard about it. They say it's like The Hunger Games but in the fantasy world. But yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up either way, and I do hope I really enjoyed it. And the next book that I got recently is When You Get a Chance by Emma Lord. This is one of her books that I haven't gotten to yet, and it's been released last year, and I know she just had one that just came out last year. And all I know about this book, this is like Mamma Mia meets like another thing, I don't know, but all I know about it, it's like she's trying to search for birth mom or something like that. I don't know, but I liked Emma Lord's other books, and Tweet Cute is still my favorite of mine, and I do hope this will become a new favorite from this author, for me at least. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up, because I haven't heard many people talk about this book too, but I do want to give it a chance just because I liked this author's previous works. And the next book that I got is The Project by Courtney Summers. This is one of her other books, and I haven't read by her, and I read Sadie, which I really enjoyed, and this one's about a girl who's trying to save her sister from a cult, and that's all I know about it. But yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up, even though I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I still want to give it a try either way. And I know she had other books that just came out, I think, but either way, I still want to give this a try, and I can't wait to give it a try since I really like Sadie so much. And the next book that I got is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This is a gift from my grandma, so I thank my grandma for that. This is other Emily Henry's book that just came out last year, and I've read Beach Read by her, and I have People We Met on Vacation on my TBR. So yeah, all I know about this book, this is basically like enemies to lovers kind of thing, but people in the book industry. I don't know much about it, but I'm just really excited to read it because I really enjoyed Beach Read so much, and I couldn't help pick up a bookish book that's caught my attention. And yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up when I can, since I really enjoyed Beach Read so much, and hopefully I'll pick up People We Met on Vacation as well, which is also by her. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to pick this up either way. And the next book that I got recently is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Kwan. Juan? I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry about that. This is basically about a woman who has Asperger's, who's trying to figure out how dating works and all that. And since for someone who has Asperger's, I don't talk about it much on my channel, but I just really want to know how the representation is accurate. That's what I'm trying to say, just because like I said, I have what the main character has, Asperger's, but I just want to know how accurate it is, the representation is. I just want to know, and I'm still interested in reading it either way. It just caught my attention because of that, but I'm still excited to try this out either way. And the next book that I got, it was also gifted from my grandma, like the previous two books, which I forgot to mention for Kiss Quotient. But the next book that I got is Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. This is the sequel to Ready Player 1, which I've heard mixed reviews on. I know most people have talked about how they didn't like it, but I still want to give it a try because I really love Ready Player 1, and I'm really nervous about it because of that, but I still want to give it a try since I love Ready Player 1. If you haven't read Ready Player 1, it's about a guy who's really passionate about video games, and people go to this virtual reality called the Oasis, and they're on the East, and there's a scavenger hunt on to find the original creator's fortune, and if you find like the 3 clues, you win the Oasis entirely. So yeah, and this is like taking place like after that. So like I said, I've heard nothing, and I heard mixed things about it, but I still want to give it a try since I love Ready Player 1 so much. But yeah, I'm kind of excited and nervous about it either way. And the next book that I got is The Violent Season by Sarah Walters. This is a book about like I've I saw this on someone's unboxing video, and it kind of caught my attention because of that. But all I know about it is like a YA thriller about a town who's just people just get violent for no reason. But that's all I know about it. But yeah, I'm really curious about it, and I want to try it out either way because I don't read a lot of thrillers or mysteries, especially in a YA. But I do want to give it a try because the cover really grabbed my attention also. So yeah, the plot of it really sounds interesting, and I do hope I really enjoy this. And it just really caught my attention. So yeah, I do hope I enjoy this when I get to it. And the next book that I got is When Stars Are Bright by Amber R. Duel. I think that's how the author's name is pronounced, and I'm sorry if I butchered it. But this is basically a Thumbelina retelling, which I haven't heard anybody talk about this on BookTube. I remember seeing this advertised in one of the book boxes that I got like a few years ago, and it just really caught my interest because it's a Thumbelina retelling, and I haven't read anything as a Thumbelina retelling, which is another fairy tale that I liked. So yeah, I got it because of that, and it just really caught my attention and it grabbed my interest. So yeah, and plus this cover is so gorgeous. So yeah, I definitely hope I enjoy this because I like the original fairy tale, and I'm curious about what they did to it says it's a retelling. I'm just really curious about it, but yeah, I'm excited to pick this up either way. And the next book that I got in, and I already read this and loved, is Norroway Volume 2, The Queen of High Mountain by Kit and Kat Seaton. This is the first, or this is a sequel to Norroway Volume 1, and I really love this graphic novel. I love this graphic novel series, and this is basically a story that's like, it's almost like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a Scottish folklore. That's all I know from reading it, and reading the sequel, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope they make it the third volume because it just left on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, oh please, give me more, give me more. So I really love the characters, and what really bugged me about it is the time jump between Volume 1 and 2. So, I mean, it didn't bug me that much, but I'm just like, I need Volume 3 as soon as possible if they ever write Volume 3. But yeah, I really love this series. I do highly recommend this graphic novel series. It's very underrated. I haven't heard anybody talk about it on BookTube, but yeah, I really highly recommend it. But yeah, I'm just really glad that I got it, and I've read it as soon as possible because I couldn't help myself. But yeah, I'm just really happy that I got this in my hands and read it and loved it. And I do hope that Volume 3 will come out as soon as possible because I really need Volume 3. And the next book that I got is City of Villains by Estelle Lore, and this is basically another Disney book that just came out like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm really surprised how short it is. It's basically about a girl who is like a intern for a police department, and then she runs into different Disney villains. That's all I know about it, but the cover is so gorgeous, and it kind of caught my attention, not just because I'm a Disney fan, but yeah, I'm just really excited to pick it up. And if Short Read comes up, I'll definitely read this because it's under 250 pages. But yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up either way, and the sequel just came out, I think, this year. But either way, I'm really excited to pick this up either way. And the next book that I got is Kingdom Keepers, Disney and Shadow by Ridley Pearson. This is the third book in a Kingdom Keepers series. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. But I haven't read the first book. The first book is basically about a group of kids who is kind of like in a program where they protect Disney World basically, and that's the premise of it. And this is the third book in the series, and I know I got a different edition than the first 2 books that I have, but I just like the covers of the first 2 books. That I'm like, if they do a cover change, I'll just get the rest of the series with a cover change. And I hate it when the series get cover changes, but this one doesn't look too bad. I mean, the first few versions of this cover had a snake on it, and I'm like, no, I don't like snakes. So yeah, I'm just really excited to continue on with the series because I love Disney World, and I'm just really excited to see how the series goes. And yeah, and it looks like they're going to Epcot. Yeah, they're going to Epcot. So yeah, I'm just really excited to continue on with this series because I love the series so much. And yeah, I'm just really excited to continue on. And the next book which I got from a giveaway, is The Marriage Game by Sarah Desai. I'm sorry if I butchered this author's name, but this is basically the first book in the series. I have the second book, which is a companion novel, The Dating Game, but I wanted to read this first, and I don't know much about this series, but other than, like, this is basically almost like I don't know much about it, but I know the covers caught my eye, and I think it takes place in San Francisco, and that's all I know about it. And I think the main character goes through different, like, blind dates or something like that. But yeah, either way, I'm really excited to pick this up because I want to pick this up before picking up The Dating Game, which had a different plot. I think it follows different siblings from this family, but either way, I'm really excited to pick this up, and I'm happy that I won this from a giveaway because I want to get this book for a while. But yeah, I'm excited either way. And the next book that I got is Only One for Christmas by Maggie Knox, which is their latest book that just came out last year that I didn't get to. They're the authors of The Holiday Swap. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up because I really enjoyed Holiday Swap, and I just can't wait to read this around Christmas because obviously I would read around Christmas because I don't think I would read it in any time of the year. And I don't know much about it, but I just want to pick a next book. I just want to pick up their latest book because I really enjoyed Holiday Swap. But yeah, I'm excited to pick it up either way, and it'll be hard for me to wait until Christmas to read it, but I will try so hard to wait until Christmas to read this. And the next book that I got is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is basically about a man who's the owner of the theme park, and like a big company that did create theme parks, production companies, and a theme park called Dreamland, and then he ends up dating one of the critics for theme parks. I'm not sure, but this is basically described as like almost like a romance. It's almost like someone a romance between like it's really hard to explain this because it caught my eye because people say like it's described as like this, like the theme park they described it's like Disney World or Disneyland. That's all I know about it, and this kind of basically like the main character reminds them of Walt Disney, even though he was already married. But yeah, I've heard nothing but I haven't heard many people talk about this, but I've heard about this series from Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me, so I'm like, yeah, I want to give it a try. And I just saw this at Target, and I was like, okay, if I do want to give this a try. And yeah, either way, I'm been wanting to read more romances, so yeah, I also really love this cover, so not just because it has my favorite color on it, but yeah, I still want to give this a try either way. And the last book that I got is Renji and Delilah's Year of Falling by Elise Bryant. This is her latest book that just came out this year, and all I know about it is about these two teenagers who like run into each other like in different holidays, and then they're saying like, oh, fate is pushing them to date because they keep running to each other in every holiday. That's all I know about it, but I really love Elise Bryant's other works, so I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to give this one a try, and I'm just really excited to pick this up whenever I can. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it because I really love her previous books, so hopefully I'll love it as much as her other books. So that's all for this book haul. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and comment down below what books that you've gotten recently. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so we know if I ever post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!